Hello Vlogmas friends, I'm Nicola and I'm back in the sewing room. Not actually sewing at the moment though, I'm beading. I did try and get a bit of footage of me actually in the process of making things, but I couldn't get the lighting and the angle right. So yeah, I'm sort of in the process of making some stuff. I'm going to be breaking for lunch in a minute because I'm starving, but I have made a couple of things. Maybe I'll wait to show you those till a little bit later when I don't have loose beads right in front of me that I'm likely to drag onto the floor with my cardigan if I lean forward. I got a little bit of footage of the sky this morning at 7:30. Everything looked purple out there, not just the sky, but the whole air, like everything looked really purple. So I'm hoping that you'll be able to appreciate that from the video. And then 3 hours later, I was standing outside my chiropractor's house. She doesn't live far from me. And I got a picture of the lake and the snow line on the mountains, which is not far above us. I think we might be getting some more snow pretty soon. As I was driving back, there were a few spits and spots on the windshield, and I don't know if it was rain or snow. It was a bit mild at the time for snow, but I think tonight maybe might be some more snow. My initial thing with the beads was to make some stitch markers. I wanted to make some for knitters, in other words, with a split ring on the top. But for some reason, the rings I bought, I got two sizes. These are the bigger ones. I was trying to use the smaller ones. And they are a spiral, and when you try and put something on them, it goes around and round and then shoots off the other side and doesn't actually end up looped around the metal and able to use it as a stitch marker, if that makes sense. So I fiddled around and it didn't really work out. So now I have defaulted to earrings. I've made a couple already. I've got some beads here just lined up for me to put on a metal post, but I'm going to go and take a lunch break. And then I'll come back and make some more and I'll show you them all at the same time. Beading can be fun, but sometimes it's a little frustrating as well. I made 7 pairs of earrings in the end. And 1 pair I'm going to keep for myself. Because I broke the yellow bead slightly when I was crimping the loop of wire closed at the top. So I'm going to have those, and I think I might just put them in straight away. One thing I forgot to say earlier, just knocked my microphone, sorry if it crackled, is I'm wearing this amazingly soft, butter soft cowl. This yarn was for sale as a store brand at the place I used to work. And it's synthetic, obviously, like a faux fur. But it's incredibly soft. It's like the best feeling faux fur yarn that you'll ever feel. Putting your face in here is like having a pet cat with long fur and you just plop your face right into its tummy. It just feels amazing. And of course, it's hard to see your stitches. Crocheting with it is pretty nigh impossible. So this is just a knitted tube. The pattern was on the back of the ball band, and you just cast on a certain amount of stitches, knit as best you can, and then cast off. Really, if you made a mistake, no one would be able to see it because it's so fluffy. And the annoying thing about it is it's the most popular yarn that store ever had, and then they discontinued it. And people asked about it for literally years after. It came in a few colours. Came in this sort of natural white, and then I think a brown, a grey, maybe a black. If only they'd carried on stocking it, they'd have made a mint out of it. I've put my little earrings in, these little green ones. Yeah, when I was squishing that wire closed, it feels like it's not hanging right. When I was squishing the wire closed on these, I broke a little bit of the yellow glass bead off. The rest of them, though, I think are fine. So I'm done with beading for now. And I think what I'm going to have to do next is just pop upstairs for a bit and cook myself some potatoes, because I want to make potato salad tonight, and ideally the potatoes should be cold for that. So I think I'm going to do that now. It's 3 o'clock. And I will definitely pinky swear sew those other 2 pen holders today, because I want to get that done. Well, it's funny how things don't always work out, isn't it? I went upstairs earlier to look for potatoes to make a potato salad and realized I only had 5 potatoes left in the entire house. So just as well I'm going to Costco tomorrow, because I love buying their 10-pound bags of the yellow potatoes, the Yukon Gold. So change of plan. I ended up making pasta salad instead of potato salad, which was fine. And finally got back down here after dinner, and I made 2 more of the pen holders. So I'm going to show you them all 4 in the same place, so you don't just think I'm showing you the same 2 again. Wouldn't want you to think I'm not telling the truth, would you? So 4 notebooks, 4 pen holders. Ta-da! Done. And these notebooks are only just big and only just, what was I going to say? If these notebooks were any smaller, these things would be too loose. As it is, if I was to just put this over the front cover, then it would definitely be too loose. So I probably should have gone for a slightly bigger notebook, but I like these. They're classic. The fabric and the Christmas fabric is classic. So I think that the people for whom these are intended will appreciate them just the way they are. I hope so. So what I have to think about is, do I want to make anything else tonight? Maybe. Oh, yes, I'm going to do 2 more pairs of earrings, aren't I? And then I need to think about how I'm going to bag these up for giving. I got a whole bunch of dollar store gift bags last year because they were cheap, but they also looked nice. They were sort of a burlap with printed snowflakes or some other pattern on them. And I've got them under the tree, just sort of laid out around the base of the Christmas tree, because they looked nice. And when I pulled them out of the box, when I was decorating, seemed like a good idea at the time. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to have to pop up there and bring them down. The only downside to that is that they're pretty large. And if I only put a couple of small things in them, it's going to look kind of overdone. I don't want to go sewing a bunch more drawstring bags just to give people a small gift. But I may have to, perhaps, I have another idea. It looks like I might be going back to the dollar store and just get some little paper bags, little handles, because I really only need them to be about 6 inches square at the most, except for these ones. These ones could use larger bags. But the other things are just coasters, earrings, and ornaments. Really don't need a big bag for that. And here we are. Some orange ones, some green ones, and some white ones with a touch of red. And these ones I just made for myself because I fancied them. Well, time sure flies when you're having fun. And apart from the times when the beads kept seeming to have a mind of their own, it was fun. I got a lot of pairs of earrings made today, and I got those pen pouches made. And it was only because I had said something on a recording earlier in the day that I swore that I was going to get them done that made me do it. Otherwise, I probably would have stayed on the couch and just watched YouTube videos all evening. So I'm glad that got done. And I could probably stop making things for Christmas now, and I'd be happy to be done, unless I suddenly think of somebody who I've missed and who I might want to make something else for. But right now, I'm in a good place. So it's 8:30, so I'm going to go upstairs and get this video put together for you for tonight. And thanks for watching, as ever. And I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.